An insurance marketer, Edgar Redu, says the Takoradi Circuit Court judge failed to apply the right fines prescribed by law against the driver who crushed and chopped off the leg of a young boy, Jeremiah Arthur. Martha Amponsa, a 62-year-old spare parts dealer, veered off into the Garrison Basic School and crushed the boy against the wall 2 years ago. Jeremiah's story is the focus of Joy News Hotline documentary for this week. That accident has left the boy traumatized and the family financially drained. We'll hear from the insurance marketer shortly, but first, excerpt of Manasseh Azure Awune's Hotline documentary, A Boy's Wish.
The accident occurred on the 2nd of June 2016 at around 14:30 hours in this very platform here. This platform happens to be our assembly ground. And after school, most of the time, the children will be gathered here, a teacher will be detailed to be with them, and parents will come with their vehicles to pick the children in tents. So on that set date, the children were actually many. But few minutes before the accident, parents had come almost in convoy to carry their children away, leaving back 3 children and the teacher. A saloon car, a Toyota saloon car, came from this direction. Excuse me.
And there's actually a slope.
Yes, this direction. The driver was a woman. She actually got her way all right. Came and joined the main route. Let me show you here.
This is the main road.
This is the main route that is leading to Beach Road Township. So she got here, turn right.
This way?
This way. She got her turning all right. Then few meters, precisely here. What happened? She veered off again, turning 90 degrees this way and jumped over this big gutter. But then this fence wall wasn't there. She jumped off this gutter and climbed onto the platform. Let me show you what happened exactly. So the 3 remaining children and the teacher realized that it was danger after she climbed the square. So they all took to their heels. They were running, and they set Jeremiah Arthur, who got here. There was one course on this.
That's
Jeremiah Arthur got here, and 1 foot in, 1 foot was still hanging, and the car hit the hanging foot against the wall. The car hit the hanging leg against the wall, and I suspect the woman was stepping on accelerator thinking it was brake, so there was more pressure. Eventually it cannot push this very wall, so the leg was still in between the wall and the car until the leg auto chopped off.
So we took him to a new school, which is the Naval Base Basic School. With some level of considerations, that school was quite close to their home. Secondly, the headmistress, who was at Garrison Basic, where the incident occurred, had also been relocated to this new school, and we thought that she understands the boy's situation better and should be in a better position to be able to manage his condition.
The main reason Jerry was transferred to Naval Basic School has to do with a problem every person living with physical disability in Ghana is very familiar with. At Garrison Basic School, it is impossible to move to the classroom in a wheelchair. Jerry has 2 wheelchairs, one at home and another in school. The one in school aids his movement and serves as his chair in the classroom. Naval Basic School better accommodates Jerry's situation, but it cannot be said to be disability friendly either. His wheelchair can only move to one classroom unimpeded. To make this possible, the school even had to construct a special ramp at the entrance of this classroom.
I moved the class up there so that when the car brings into school, they can easily access the classroom. The decision is that so long as he remains in this school, that class has to be on that block.
He can't play with his friends, and let alone, so the road is not good. So even with the wheelchair, he can't move around the compound. And one challenge I've also realized is when he wants to use the washroom, because looking at where the class is and where the toilet facility is, it's very far. Last time I have to carry him to the giant, which is very bad. So I think if there is any, like the people come in aid to support and this one, which would be close to the class where he can easily go whenever he feels to ease himself.
Jeremiah Arthur is one of the many victims who have had the course of their lives altered in a very cruel way. According to reported figures available at the National Road Safety Commission, more than 18,000 persons have been killed in motor accidents in the last 10 years. And like Jerry, over 66,000 persons sustained serious injuries within the same period. Behind these abstract numbers are real lives that have been destroyed or maimed, leaving behind hearts pricked with pain too devastating to forget or soothe.
Manasseh Azuriawune filed that very devastating story. We can now hear from the insurance marketer Edgar Redu, who wants the Insurance Commission to intervene in this matter.
One of the unfortunate things that happen in this country is that when people do not understand how some of these things work, the next thing is that you'll be giving a bad name to the insurers, trying to suggest that the insurers are trying to run away from their, responsibilities or pay a claim and using all kinds of funny clauses. We need to get it clear and properly stated clearly that, look, as I said, there are two issues here. One, according to the police report, the accident happened on the 2nd of June at 15:28 GMT. Okay? The insurance too was issued on the 2nd of June. The question is, was the insurance issued before the 15:28 GMT that the accident happened, or it was issued after the 15:28 GMT? You get it? If it was issued after that, then automatically there was no insurance at the time of the accident. So this is something that the lawyer should have done. Instead of going to court and saying that you want the insurance company to pay something. So if it is established that there was no cover at the time of the accident, haven't you made a mess of yourself? However, it is not that closed. The National Insurance Commission is there. You get it? The National Insurance Commission is there to take care of such cases. This is one of those unfortunate cases, and as I said, I would have appreciated. I wish I can hear the National Insurance Commission saying that, look, we have heard XYZ on the radio, and we want to go into the matter, or we want to take up the matter. I wish they would, be proactive than saying that you're waiting for the people to rather come to you and come and waste their time, because they've gone through a lot already.